Hello there YouTube, just my February gaming setup really. I said I wouldn't do too many more, but I decided to change my mind. The room won't be moving around too much, but all the time I've got a little bit of cash about, I may have a few new things that will pop up that might look different to previous ones really. We can start off with my new computer desk, which I do believe I may have mentioned in a previous video. Not too sure. Sorry about the camera work there. And the plaster. Right, basically what we've got here is my laptop, which is the same as ever. Excuse me, I'm sitting on my seat so you may hear the wheels going. It's an Acer Aspire 5732ZG model. To be honest, for the amount of money I paid, it is perfect. Does everything I need it to do at a very fast speed. It's slow every now and again, as all computers are, but yeah. In case you haven't noticed about the visual quality, I'm using my Xblgt Vision Cam because it's just easier than lifting a laptop about and that lot. But if you view the video and want a better quality one, then please ask, and if I get a demand, then I'll do one. But yeah, I've got a few other things. I've got a pen knife, which is what caused the finger problem with this blade right here. But I'm not going to get it out because it'd just be pathetic and stupid. Got a few computer books over here. Right, here's something that some people may be thinking again. It's a Bluetooth adapter. I got it from Argos for £10, and it goes 10 meters. So it goes pretty much from here. On the side here, I'm using both of them up for the camera and the headphones, and it will take it all the way over to my speaker system over here. Yeah. Excuse me. Let me just move the laptop down. I've got two computer screens now. I've got one here, one here. I did do a video a couple of days ago, but I couldn't get this audio to work on it, so I removed it from a list. And basically what I've got is I've got these two. Let me just move the laptop. I've got these two screens. This one goes to the tower on my left, which I'll show you in a minute, which is down here inside the cupboard. That sounds very unhealthy of me, but yeah. And this is covered pretty much. I've got the left tower is for games. It's got 2 GB RAM, AMD Athlon dual core processor, 64-bit edition I think, but it's only got a 32-bit Windows XP operating system on there. Everything's fully functional on it. You're not going to have too good light in here, so my apologies. Let me just try and adjust the focus. Doesn't do anything. It's just the camera. The one on the right here is just a backup really. It's got an open DVD drive in it. I use that one just for basic usage really, and that's on the left monitor, the one with the built-in speakers into it. This one is an absolute beast when you turn it on, because I've put some extra cooling in. Well, I have in both, but this one here is all wired up because the board's got 2 ports for fans on it, whereas the one on the left, which you really can't see now because I'm in the way, sorry, the one on the left I've wired up through a port on a power supply, which I've just cut and soldered really, to be honest. The one on the right sounds much louder, but the one on the left is the one I use the most. That red light is coming from my Sony digital audio band, or DAB radio hi-fi, mini hi-fi. As you can see, I've got the audio in plugged in, and that goes into the back of the left tower with the LG DVD drive in, the gaming one. That way I can listen to the radio off of these two speakers and change it, and for the PC, which is on the left, used with the right monitor, I can use it for my gaming audio, which is pretty cool. Now with the one on the left, I had a few problems with the ports, with the USB ports, which you might be able to see down here. Like I say again, I really do apologise about the quality of the video. Yep, all the buttons work fully, which is brilliant, because my old case, as you may remember, was absolutely naff, and some of the buttons didn't work properly on it. The one on the left, the red button, the red light, doesn't work. I think I've got to change the wires on that. But these are both brilliant cases. They're very much similar. When I got them, they did look exactly the same, but now, obviously, one's lighter than the other, and that's pretty much that. The processor in the left one, in the left tower, the gaming one, runs at 50 degrees C maximum, which I've been told isn't too bad considering it's in there with next to no ventilation. I know it sounds stupid. I do leave the door open every now and again, but if it can cope with it, then I might as well just leave it. It'll get stronger, you know. And if anything needs changing, like a thermal or whatever, I'll just go and do it anyway. I've got all the stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Just another thing I wanted to show you about this desk, really, is this was originally, if you watched my previous video, which I've deleted, so you may not have done, this was actually, if you can look at the side, a drawer. They're the ends of the wooden dowels that were in it. The drawer sat about halfway, and I couldn't fit any of the towels in. And what I do is I pull that out, and it comes out about that far, max. That's bowing, so it come out to about here. I'll just pretty much put my laptop there if I'm in the middle of the room or whatnot. I may have to run this into 2 videos because I'm rabbiting on too much, but I do apologise. Here we have my keyboard for the right tower. I use all the wireless stuff on the one that I don't use as much, for the simple reason being then the batteries don't need changing a lot. I've got my mouse here. Now this is only a ball mouse, but I tell you what, it is one of the best mice I've ever used, to be honest. That's pretty much my computer setup done, really. From let's give it a little out view. Yeah, it's pretty much that done. I put a shelf up, which if you see, you may not be able to. I've only got 1 screw out of 3 holes in there, so I'm surprised it's still up. My rear left surround sound speaker, up there now, all wired up and that lot, still works. Gainwood, my Gainwood PCI Express 256 meg DDR2 8400 GS graphics card. I paid 18 quid for this, and I'll tell you, in some ways I'm not too sure if it's worth it. On my TV, the quality is poor because of the size of my telly, doesn't fit the resolution, so that's not really down to the graphics card, it's just down to me putting it on the wrong thing. It uses 1/4 of a gig, it's only got 1/4 of a gig on there, so for the money I spent, I don't think it was too bad considering it was reduced from 50 quid. And just a little bit of an overview over there. Another motherboard, so a complete replica of the one on the right, the tower on the right, because the one on the left did have that in there, but I replaced it with my current stuff because it suits gaming a lot better, you know. Right, next part of the setup. Not many changes here, I don't think. I've got my left front. I've actually got, if you look underneath, a bracket with a screw held up against it, because this DVD rack is not obviously meant to be screwed onto a shelf. I just thought it looks really nice like it. Holds all my stuff together like. So I've got all my DVDs and a few games in this one, and the same with the other one. Luckily I actually dropped this and broke the back at the bottom, and luckily it was exactly the right height, and I can get to my plug socket, no problems. A few games down there. Xbox 360 Elite, touch wood, that has been a beauty. It has not had one problem wrong, touch wood. It does sound a bit, obviously, the more you play it, the louder the fans get because of the amount of dust inside, but it's what all consoles are like these days, to be honest, because they're all next-gen consoles. Got my original Xbox next to it. I did have a PS2 there, I've lent it to my good friend, and I've actually bought a few PC games off of him in return. Right, there's my Samsung home cinema system. This is where most of the magic happens in terms of audio. That is displaying ready because I've got it on the Bluetooth setting to my laptop with the dongle thing. But that's taken out, so obviously that's not going to work. I might as well turn it off to conserve electric. 32-inch eMotion TV, pretty much. Nothing bad about this at all. In fact, there's more pros out of it than I originally thought. The reason I say that is because, let me bring that up. You know, it's not bringing that up. Makes the camera go all funny. So does that. I think it's just the camera. But yeah, what was I saying? Yep, the telly. It's only meant to do 720p, as I've mentioned loads and loads of times, and I've probably bored you about it. But like I say, it does 720p max. On the website it says 1080i max. On the box it says 720p max. But I can pretty much do anything in 1080p on this. Saying that though, with the Xbox, I can use any resolution going. As soon as I use the home cinema system, if it's in anything more than 580p, now that is really poor, that's not even HD, it goes funny, so I'm going to have to get that sorted out. But 720p is pretty much the resolution suited for the telly, so I might change that. See if I get anything different in terms of picture quality. My Samsung home cinema system subwoofer. Now where that controller is, just in front of that is where I usually have my vision cam, which I'm using to record. And it views me over at my workspace wherever I am. Shelf. Now the way the setup really is that allows me to have games up the top as well. I've got a few games, DVDs. I've got a server up there now without a power adapter, so I've got to get one sorted for that. I'll use that in here because I'm looking to go into the IT profession from when I leave school, and I'm currently an A-level student. Yeah, with no job. Been offered one. Sod's law, really. Too young to do a job. Need to be 17. I'm not 17 for another 5-6 months yet, so got a problem there. Behind that white controller is my iPod dock, which I will move over to my desk. Up there is all the shit that I collect. I've got the World at War discs on the far left, next to the black and white Fulham medal. Only Fools and Horses videos, a few James Bonds, carry-ons. You cannot get better than a carry-on. Most people will agree with me on that one. And I've got my CDs and that lot over there, which I will move at some point. That's over there really. My wardrobe, which I've moved again. Surprised it's not broke. But like I said, I'm going to try and keep my bedroom like this because I think it looks really nice. My 2 car stereo speakers. Now, I ooh and ah about trying to get a car because, to be honest, even if I get a job, which hopefully I will do, because like I said, I've already been offered one, but I had to turn it down for the fact that I was underage, and to work in a distribution centre for a company or a warehouse you have to be 17 due to health and safety regulations. Excuse me. But yeah, my car speakers are there. I've been oohing and ahhing about that because of the insurance, of course, and all the other costs, and the fact that I probably won't be able to afford it, but I want to get on the road ASAP. Yep, so I paid a tenner for both of them. Really good deal. Came with no cable though, but luckily I had a lot of cable anyway. This is more of a room tour than a setup. You get a lot of this on YouTube. A lot of people put gaming setup, but they end up showing the entire room, so it's not actually a gaming setup. So yeah, this is a room tour. I've got my Sainsbury's 6-volt drill. It's only 6 volts, so it doesn't do tons and tons and tons. But for small jobs and that, a lot is perfect. My rug, really. Well, it's not rug. It's a blanket, really. Yeah. Xbox controller with Turtle Beach plug. My darts. One set of my darts. The flights I've changed. They were the original flights on my proper pair. These were given to me. The original bit of these is the bottom bit. The central spiral that holds the flight in, that's been replaced. Put a new set of grey harrows on there. These flow like a beauty. The only trouble is they are shearing away, and that is why I replaced them with I've got the same. My new ones have got the same bottom, but I switched over the flights from the decent Union Jack ones, which you may see up here if I get hold of them. It's my drill. My pile of shit clothes, just keep them all there. It's my junk desk, really. There's not much room between that and the airing cupboard, but you can't really win in that sense. Let's just get one out of the dartboard. Right. The flights. To comparison, that flight was on this dart. They were both plastic, the shafts or whatever. They were both plastic. They are now metal ones. That one looks more metallic than that one, but they're both metal. And the flights on this look much better, and I use these all the time, so thought just change them over. Last longer then, won't they? Back around again. Just absolute ton of junk, really. Sorry, there's my bed. My other speaker, which is on the wall. John Cena, Jonathan, what's his name? Jonathan Wood. Piece of art there, which I still haven't hung up. My clock. And my beautiful dartboard, which I am going to try and replace when I've got some cash. Can't have everything at the end of the day. The world is all about money. And there isn't a lot of it, which is true. Excuse me, there's a bit of wind there. Yeah, so Windmill, I believe. Windmill. Unicorn are meant to be the best ones out, but Windmill, second leading company in it anyway. If you can see, my board is actually, some of the colours have mixed. Let me just show you. The green one has moved up, the black, you know what I mean. It's all to do with usage and how hard you hit the dart. Now, really, I've got another set of Harrows Quadro flights, some pens and the case for the old ones, and I've got some 2 bottle openers for I don't know, a bottle of beer or something. Anyway, that's pretty much my setup. Let's just do a quick view of the entire room. Sorry for keeping you guys waiting. I do rabbit on quite a lot. It's my chair. Sorry about that. Sorry about that again. And back to me, really. But yeah, thanks for watching. Any more demands or whatever, any questions, please just post them. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much.